Hello everyone, welcome back. Arsenal have just played Liverpool. We've lost 2 goals to 1, and that's the end of the US tour. Yeah, let's just talk about it. It's quite late here in the UK, so a bit tired, so I'm just gonna quickly get into it. This game honestly has shown nothing that we don't know about this team. Look, when it comes to preseason, yeah, we shouldn't overreact. But I think it's shown us things that we already knew. When it comes to preseason, you want to learn new things. You want to see the team playing a different way. But I mean, this performance is quite familiar feeling to a lot of performances last season. And I think it's just shown that the second team, there has to be big improvements. It feels like we are still a team that relies on the first 11, and when a few first 11 players are out of the team, it just seems that we can't play the same. Today, a lot of course, with preseason, you see a lot of the second team players come on. Today, we saw Zinchenko back into the team. You saw Reece also play, and I think, I just think we just have to be ruthless. At one point, I was a bit sad on some of these players, but after that, we just have to be ruthless. If we really want to go to the top, we just have to bin a lot of these players. I don't know why. I don't know what it is, but it just seems when we lose a few starters, the levels in drop off is too big. Like, it's too massive that we need to either bring cover for them, or that we just have to pray and hope that they don't get injured. And that's a quite familiar thing I'm saying, because it was highlighted last season where when a few of our starting 11 players get injured, the drop off is just too big. Today, first off, I think we played okay in the first 5 minutes, and then after that, I think Liverpool deservedly took the lead. I think they were the much better team. I think a lot of our players were off today. I don't know why it was. Maybe the tactics or whatever it was, the jet lag, because they just flew from LA. Whatever it was, the players just didn't look right. Zinchenko didn't look good. Kivio looked okay. Thomas Partey didn't look good. Jesus didn't look good. Martinelli had a few moments. And Reece Nelson played poor. I mean, like, we just simply, the first half, some players were clearly not. I don't know why it was. Maybe a lack of match fitness, but I was a bit disappointed by the performance, especially when you consider some of the players that were playing today need to have a big season. The likes of Jesus, who didn't play too good today. Zinchenko, who needs to have a big season after a poor season last season. Thomas Partey needs to have a big season. It just seems that, it was just highlighted that we just saw a lot of things that we saw last season. Maybe I'm sounding too negative, but after that, I don't know. Maybe I am overreacting, but it's just from what I saw, it just felt like it was a very familiar performance, especially second half as well. We had a lot of the ball, but it just seemed that we never could actually penetrate Liverpool's defense. Another thing, Kai Havertz in midfield. I don't know if it was only played today because of, Arteta did say there was a lack of midfielders in the team. But why are we still playing Kai Havertz into them? I'm praying and I'm hoping that this isn't something we do come next season. Kai Havertz should play as a forward or not at all. Like, him playing in midfield is just, he has a few moments where he does, he has a few bright moments. But unfortunately, when the way we're trying to play, I don't see how you can fit Kai Havertz into the team. He's not a midfielder who demands for the ball, touches, and then can, create something. He's a midfielder who is like, you have to feed the ball to him. He's not going to feed to other players. And the way we're playing, we need someone that demands the ball. That's what the type of midfielders we want. And I think it makes sense why we're trying to sign the likes of Mikel Merino. So that being said, maybe it highlights why we're trying to sign another midfielder. But in terms of standout players, I'll be honest, there's not many players I don't think there's any player that stood out today. Fabio Vieira playing again on the right wing. I don't know what the reason was, but I feel sad for him on the right wing. He's playing on the right wing. He can't go past the man, and he's gone so predictable because every time he gets a ball, we all know what he's going to do. He's going to cut in, and Liverpool just read it like a book. That first goal, by the way, for Liverpool, Zinchenko yet again. I'm not going to actually just blame fully Zinchenko, but he did have a part to blame. Ball watching, not tracking his man. Very familiar to what happened last season as well for one of the goals against Liverpool. He just backs off too much. But I'm just so happy we signed Calafiori. But yeah, like I said, this game really didn't teach us much that we don't know already. It's all very familiar performances. These things I'm saying, I'm sure I've said in a lot of videos, but all I do know is that we cannot risk, or we cannot have any of our starting 11s injured, because the drop off, I'm sorry, is way too big. It just seems that, you know, when we lose a key player, if we lose Martin Odegaard or Saka, very big issues for this team. But that's why we're in the transfer market and we need to cover those positions. But yeah, that's just my thoughts. Overall, there's nothing really good to praise about. I mean, we had some few bright moments, nice passage of plays, but ultimately we didn't really do much. A lot of possession, but just couldn't penetrate. And that's why we need to sign a striker. But that's just my thoughts. But of course, as always, what's more important than my thoughts is your thoughts. Let me know in the comments what you guys thought about the results. Do you think I'm being too negative? Let me know in the comments. Remember to subscribe. Remember to like the video, and I'll catch you guys next time.